Welcome Virgo to your October reading. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this month. Virgo, I'm going to start off with your oracle cards. This is going to give us the core themes coming through for you. We will then go ahead and clarify everything further with the tarot to get deeper insight and deeper messages. Virgo, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with endless possibilities, and I'm just going to get your clarifiers. So we want to see now what endless possibilities is all about for Virgo, please. And we have Page of Cups, Nine of Swords, and Six of Swords. Now, my dear Virgos, when endless possibilities comes in, it speaks to us of unlimited potential, moving beyond limiting beliefs and the filter of an unhealed past, using your awareness to discern what is possible and having the courage to leap beyond even that. Now, Virgo, this is so positive to see because Nine of Swords tells us, Virgo, that there has been a particular area of your life that has been causing you an immense amount of stress and worry. This could be something that's going on in your life, something that's going on in the life of somebody you really care about. But we see, Virgo, that you have really been so anxious about what this is. Now, the wonderful energy, of course, is this endless possibilities, telling us that even in your wildest dreams, what you have imagined the best possible outcome, you are going to be able to take it beyond that, Virgo. So what I actually see here is that even in your wildest dreams, you are going to be able to take what is now going to be happening for you in this particular area a step forward that you perhaps never ever believed possible. Page of Cups tells me that in October, things are going to change dramatically, especially in the area that you have been so worried about. Now, Virgo, as you can imagine, this is going to be personal to you. Where have you been extremely anxious and worried? Where have you been stressed, my dear Virgos? This is where we see very unexpected news coming in. That's going to be your first sign that will jolt you out of Nine of Swords. So Virgo, if you have been incredibly worried, say about your health, maybe something's going on and you haven't spoken to many people about it, but you haven't been feeling well. And you know, Virgo, when we don't feel well, our imagination can start running away with us and we can start imagining the worst. And I see for many of you, what could have happened is that this energy of anxiousness and stress and thinking of the worst possible scenario now just grows. What we see happening in October, Virgo, with Page of Cups, is that something comes through that jolts you out of Nine of Swords. This could be, Virgo, that you get very unusual, unexpected news that isn't even related to your health, but it takes your mind off your health. Now, when you stop focusing on all the bad things that could be wrong with you, and you start focusing on what that is for you. So this could be, Virgo, that your boss calls you in and tells you that they're putting you up for a promotion, or they want you to think of a relocation they have in mind for you to a whole new different city or country. This could be, Virgo, that you're asked out on a date by somebody you really like and you cannot believe they asked you out. or it could be your significant other comes in and suggests something, Virgo, that gets your mind thinking of everything else that is not your health. So what I see is that this Nine of Swords, Virgo, is not as deep and as serious as it feels in the moment. It's just an energy you got caught in because of your anxiousness, your stress, and your worry. But as soon as that little fish pops its head up and you get this unusual news, my dear Virgos, what we do see is that your mind moves from Nine of Swords onto what this is all about for you. Now, the big thing here that I love for you, Virgo, is that no matter what you have imagined, it's going to exceed your wildest expectations. So we see that you leave behind these choppy waters, which is our Nine of Swords, or the stress or the anxiousness, and you move with what that little fish represents to you. But whatever you are moving onto, Virgo, it's going to be something you haven't yet imagined or dreamt of. You are about to experience something, Virgo, whether it's a relationship, a new job, a new business, a new country, whatever it is for you, there is this wonderful energy of transformation coming about, and something, my dear Virgos, that's going to allow you to push the limits of anything you have dreamt of. I love this for you because it's going to give you a very special and exciting month. Right, now let us move on and see what feeling the world is all about, and I will just get your clarifiers. So we want to see now what feeling the world is for Virgo, please. And we have Five of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the King of Cups. Now, Virgo, this energy of feeling the world is you being incredibly empathetic and aware not only of your own feelings and emotions, but also the feelings and emotions of the people around you. And even bigger than that, Virgo, you are tapping in to consciousness. So you are feeling a global energy, which can be very big and overwhelming. You are presenting under this energy as King of Cups. It does not matter if you are masculine or feminine. It's the energy of King of Cups I am speaking about. Now, King of Cups is our king who is completely in tune to his emotions and the emotions of others. So this is a direct connection here. And we see that as King of Cups, my dearest Virgos, you are going to not only be able to manage and tap into really deep feelings and emotions of your own this month, but you're going to be able to be there for people around you who seek you out for help, advice, and guidance. There is this wonderful worldly energy about you of deep understanding, where perhaps people around you are not feeling seen and understood. They pick up something in you, Virgo, because you have this great, big, empathetic energy around you. Now, these two fives coming in, interestingly enough, Virgo, I do not feel are directly connected to you. I feel that there are going to be people coming through that are struggling, that are going to be approaching you in some way. This could be family, friends, your significant other, colleagues, people who are really feeling as though they are not coping, but they pick up your emotional depth and your emotional strength this month. So Virgo, please anticipate that there could be people who are feeling Five of Pentacles, which is the energy of struggling out there on their own. This is the energy of scarcity and lack. They could have money problems. They could be lonely. They could be feeling unappreciated. So this could be a friend who's going through a particularly hard time with their significant other, as they feel as though they are disrespected and they are unloved. This could be, my dear Virgos, a particular colleague at work comes to you and lets you know that no matter what they do and no matter how hard they try, their particular boss just brings them down. And they want you to give them advice and guidance because, as I said, Virgo, you are channeling this energy of, I get it. I know what you're going through. I'm here for you. I also feel that there are going to be other people who are coming through with this Five of Swords energy that could be going through, once again, some kind of a struggle. And even though, Virgo, they could be at the tail end or coming out of the struggle, they are depleted. There's been a lot that they've had to go through. Perhaps a sibling was in a very toxic relationship, and you have been supporting this particular sibling in terms of a separation or a divorce. And even though they are now at the tail end and they're coming out of it, there has been so much involved and they feel like they've lost so much. They need you. They need you for guidance. They need you for support. They need you to tell them everything is going to be okay. So, my dear Virgos, do not be surprised. I think there are going to be quite a few people. I'm seeing 5 people here coming through in October in some shape, way or form, asking you to be there, to hold them, to understand them, to support them, to give them advice. Don't underestimate yourself. You're coming through as King of Cups. You have the strength, the wisdom, and the integrity to be there for everybody who needs you. Wow, Virgo, big message coming through there. Now let us move on and see what Grand Symphony is all about, and I'll just get your clarifiers. Right, let us see now what Grand Symphony is all about for Virgo, please. And we have Justice, the Magician, and 7 of Cups. Now Virgo, when a Grand Symphony comes out, it speaks to us of seeing the interconnectedness of all and knowing that everything you do has a consequence. And what we are seeing here, Virgo, is that there is a particular dream that is coming under the spotlight in October. A dream that has not yet come down and manifested, but it's a dream, Virgo, that you have not given up on. I see that for many of you, just before you go to sleep at night, you think of whatever this is, and as you wake up, it's perhaps the first thing you think about. This is a dream you have been carrying for months, if not years. Now, what we are seeing is that every time, Virgo, you think about it, you daydream about it, you are putting it up onto the spiritual realm. So this energy of it now growing in the spiritual realm is getting bigger and bigger. And what we see is that all this attention that you've given this dream has not been in vain. It's just gotten to a point where it's now going to create a grand symphony. And the symphony we are speaking about here is that it is about to manifest. This is coming down onto the physical realm in October. So, my dear Virgos, whatever you have been giving the most time and attention to with regards to a dream, Please expect something quite spectacular now to take place for you as we see a grand symphony of energy coming together and bringing this into being. With justice here, it tells us of the build-up of energy. And Virgo, when you focus with your heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit on something, and no matter what happens and how you are veered off course, but you keep the dream alive through your intention, through your prayers, through your visualizations and your meditations, justice comes in and says, Virgo, now, because of you, because of your perseverance, you are going to see a manifestation. This is now happening. So what have you been dreaming, wishing, and praying for? Because Virgo, this is going to create such a wonderful energy of a symphony for you. And as you can imagine, with a symphony, everything is in tune. Everything flows. So as it starts to transpire for you, one thing will open to another, and things will now flow and happen. Just like in a grand symphony, there's going to be a wonderful energy of serendipity. Virgo, this looks wonderful. So what an exciting and interesting month ahead. That is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful month, and I am sending you all so much love.